The question is asked, is the new generation starting to change the world? What do people think of Generation Z, and whether this new generation is good or not? 3 students go off and try to find the answers to these questions through a series of interviews.
High school, a place where everyone breaks off from those middle school places and joins new cliques and new squads.
We become individuals or sheeps in a flock. Today we're going to be talking about Generation Z, and we're asking a few of our classmates what they think about this new generation. Let's get this started.
Please state your name and who you are.
My name is Eric Brigham. I'm a senior at Watsonville High School.
My name is Aaliyah McGuire. I'm a junior at Watsonville High School.
My name is Diego. I'm a student here at the Watsonville High School.
What grade are you in?
10.
My name is Alex Wong. I am a 9th year high.
My name is Orlando, and I'm a 3rd year college student.
My name is Barbara Castro, and I'm a teacher at Watsonville High School.
My name is Kip Haller. I teach drama, video academy, and guitar here at Watsonville High School.
Do you know who Generation Z is? If so, can you define Generation Z?
Generation Z, I would say, is the unknown variable.
Us, and like the Generation Z is like the 90s.
I know, is it the generation past 2000?
You guys are Generation Z. I kind of feel sorry for you.
I know that Generation Z is the current generation. High school students and slightly above.
Do you think this generation is too attached to technology?
This generation, I do believe, is attached, but it's not a bad thing.
I think that technology is a large part of any generation. Our technology is different than any generation before us. We're attached to it just as much as any others could be.
We rely on technology too much.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
It depends. Because technology is useful, but then we don't use it.
Yes, and we're getting obese.
Why do you say that?
Well, we're smarting things up. Everybody's pretty much getting fat in America and a lot of debt.
I think so, yeah. All the students use their laptops.
I think in some ways you guys are, because everyone's like on their phones looking down. Nobody really looks up. And so it kind of frustrates me, even in class, when everybody's on their phone, as if it was so important to send a text message. What are you having for lunch? You could really just wait, find out later, and then talk to the person up front. But I think texting just eliminates that personal interaction.
I definitely think this generation is too attached to technology, no doubt.
Do you think our morals and standards have lowered from past generations?
It's hard to say. It really is hard to say, because people can say that, like, oh, the way that like guys dressed back in like the 50s is what should be like how guys are dressing now, and you can argue that like fashion always changes. Fashion changes all the time.
I think that's, again, they've changed. There's always morals each generation. And to the previous generation, it looks like, oh, we're crazy, the morals are all gone, you guys children are crazy. But no, I think they've changed. They may have loosened, but there's still a big uproar whenever morality is questioned.
Matters. We're really mean to our parents now.
Can you give an example of how we're mean?
Well, like, we don't really care too much now. And nowadays, we all think like it's too much work. And we don't want to be with our parents. We want to be outside with our friends and stuff.
Someone half naked anywhere, really. Like, you can pretty much see someone hit each other with shovels.
The way we dress has changed, but the manners, I don't think it may change. I think all kids act the same, hopefully.
Well, since I'm a child of the 60s, I really don't think that your morals have changed really that much. I think in the 60s people did a lot of drugs because they didn't know the consequences, but at least you were educated about, like, if you take a lot of drugs, you're going to get stupider. And I never thought it was intellectual to pay for something that just made you stupid. So I think in some ways you guys are smart on that level, But on other levels, I think the girls give it up too easily, and the guys expect it too easily. And I think you should at least get a date out and a movie before you give it up.
Because I can remember when I was a teenager, we tried to dress in a way that was, provocative, and I see that now, and I've seen that in other generations since then.
Do you think most of the current celebrities are positive influences or bad influences?
It depends on who you look at.
Can you give an example of a good celebrity and a bad celebrity?
Okay, I stay on YouTube. I'm on YouTube 24/7. So I kind of know the YouTube celebrities, but from my understanding between celebrities, I think the person for me growing up was Will Smith and Jamie Foxx.
Depends what celebrity you consider.
Can you give an example of a positive celebrity?
Positive celebrity. Lupe Fiasco.
Can you explain why?
He's a rapper, and instead of rapping about all the stupid stuff like all the other rappers, he raps about good things and positive and not changing the world and stuff.
Can you give an example of a bad celebrity?
Lil Wayne.
Why?
He's stupid. All he does is rap about drugs and money.
Or negative. Yeah, I really like Drake and Wiz Khalifa, and I really like Wrecking Ball. How does that sound like to you? Yeah, they're not. I'm sorry.
They're not positive or they're not negative?
Not positive.
I think there are some out there who are definitely influenced, and I think there are just as many who aren't.
Well, since I don't like the B word and it doesn't stand for Barbara, and I don't like the N word but it doesn't stand for night, I don't think that's really positive. I don't think you should ever say derogative statements. But I think that some of the actors and actresses like Angelina Jolie, she's a little wacky sometimes, but she has also done a lot of stuff for people, George Clooney. But then there's other ones, like when they talk about Tupac, he was a great poet, but he never opened a youth center, and some of the other ones, like Diddy, or whatever the heck his name is, Sean, I never seen him really help people, and I've looked up who really gives to different people, and people like Robin Williams was a great person who gave a lot of different people. So I think sometimes all their money and all their talk is all big, but I think you should just do what you can for your neighborhood and for your people, and it's what's inside you.
Do you think this generation is more accepting than past generations, considering gay marriage and religious issues?
I would hope so. There's a lot of progress, especially in California. I see progress, but like with any other issue, it's going to take a long time, and it might be never. I don't think I will see complete acceptance in my lifetime.
Everything's being legalized now. Because we're accepting of it, we don't really think it's something wrong with it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, it's mostly good since they're legalizing a lot of things that people already have.
I think so, yeah. Because I feel like religion is something that's supposed to be
Totally. Because maybe 20 years ago, you would have never heard a high school student say, oh, it's okay to be gay, or don't put down the gay guy.
Oh, I definitely think that. It seems like students don't have nearly as much energy on homosexuality as we did when I was young. I mean, if it came out that you were gay, or if you even acted somewhat effeminate and you were a guy, you got beat up, thrown in a garbage can or something like that. It was not pretty. But it's
So, can you give us one final word to describe this generation?
I guess the final word that I can describe this generation as is unpredictable.
Oh my gosh, that's a hard one. One word to describe this generation. Trouble. I don't know. Change, honestly. A lot of things are changing rapidly, and I just want to see where they go. So.
One word. Different.
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 All right.
Let's say a hill, because sometimes we're going up, but most of the time we're just going down.
Spoiled.
Okay.
I don't really have one final word. I just hope that you guys have the eye of the tiger. Go out there and do whatever the hell you want to do, no matter how crazy, no matter how ridiculous. If that's what you want to do, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody.
I would say distracted. This generation seems pretty distracted to me. I've even noticed the posture is starting to get a little bit like this, like a lot of neck issues.
Thank you to everyone who helped us with this filming process. Thank you to everyone who answered our questions.
Thank you to Mr. Allert, Period 4 and Period 2, Digital Media Arts 2014 and 2015.
This is where I say something about generations.
And don't give up on us in Generation Z.
We are the generation of diversity, the generation of acceptance.